All right, let's get this show started.
Let's start today's news with Islam Makhachev reacting to the new UFC gloves. In a recent interview with Russian outlet Sport24, Makhachev said that the new UFC gloves will cause more cuts due to their stiffness. He also plans to have the first ever gold championship gloves framed next to his belt after he wins on June 1st.
Да, они очень жесткие, вот то, что я вам сказал, они будут наносить рассечения, я думаю, сильнее, потому что вот последние UFC перчатки были мягкие, а эти пожестче. Не дают тебе как-то раскрыть руку полностью, чтобы у тебя пальцы вперед не смотрели. А так, то же самое. Ну, это я их поставлю в рамку с поясом, как первые золотые перчатки UFC. Я думаю, это многое значит.
Ronda Rousey reveals why she doesn't attend UFC events. In a recent interview with Jake Humphrey and Damian Hughes on the High Performance podcast, Rousey claims she has been vilified by the mixed martial arts media. She cited their less than welcome nature as the reason she has not attended a UFC event since her final appearance in the promotion back in 2016. You can watch the full interview on the High Performance YouTube channel. We've dropped the link in the video description below.
What were they saying then?
That I, was a fraud and I was hype and I was exposed and I was never anything and just lucky and all of these things. And that I wasn't gracious or a good loser or, every other thing that I, just assume at this point because I don't take the time to read it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really vilified by MMA media at this point, and I'm not really, welcome back, which is why I haven't gone to a UFC fight since, because I'm pretty sure if I walked into the arena, I'd be booed.
No.
Yeah. That's how it feels. But
do you understand that?
I mean, I live it.
And why does that bother you?
Why? I guess I wish it didn't. But, I gave them everything I had and it wasn't enough. But that's why a lot of people don't give everything that they have, because they don't want to face if it wasn't enough. But I realized it was enough for me, but not for people on the outside. But it really wasn't for them.
Urijah Faber submits a BJJ legend in a combat jiu-jitsu match. Faber showcased his BJJ skills against grappling legend Jeff Glover on Saturday at A1 Combat 21, a combat jiu-jitsu event in California. Urijah successfully submitted his opponent with a rear naked choke in the very first round.
This is a sort of a friendly match, but he's very much going for it. He might be in business here, trying to wrap it up.
He definitely is. He definitely is. He's tapping.
It's done. Urijah Faber submits Jeff Glover. Unbelievable.
Stipe Miocic posts new training footage. On Monday, Miocic shared training footage as he prepares for his retirement fight against Jon Jones for the UFC Heavyweight Championship later this year. In the clip, Miocic is looking large and somewhat slow, although he is expected to shed around 10 to 15 pounds during training camp.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Jon Jones reacted to the footage on X, writing, "I'm not a historian of war or anything, but I have learned a thing or two in my day. A big part of combat strategy is timing and deception. To make a long story short, if your opponent appears weak, prepare even harder. Complacency is the greatest enemy to a fighter like myself. Daniel Cormier is not a fan of Dustin Poirier's retirement talk. Ahead of his UFC 302 title fight against Islam Makhachev, Poirier hinted that this might be his final appearance in the octagon. This isn't the first time Poirier has suggested retirement before a fight. In a recent YouTube video, DC criticized Dustin's comments, explaining why fighters shouldn't set a timeline or endpoint for a career that is still ongoing.
Dustin Poirier is speaking about this almost being his last dance. I hate that. I honestly cannot stand that. I can't stand hearing that it's almost over for a guy that we all universally love and enjoy when he's inside the octagon. I also hate it for another reason. I don't love when athletes put a timeline or a finishing point on a career that's still actively going on. That is a hard thing to do, because I will tell you this right now. The life after the fight, while it may be hard to adjust to initially, when you look at it from the inside and you're going through those training camps and everything's so tough and you're exhausted and you're fighting one of the most dangerous people in the world, the other side seems very nice. The other side's even better than you could ever imagine. So when you start looking to the other side, when you start looking to a time where you don't have to get up every morning and run 7 miles, or you don't have to spar, you don't have to grapple, you have to wrestle, you have to do all these things, it really does open up a world that the active fighter should never really think about.
Conor McGregor parties in Dublin 6 weeks before UFC 303. McGregor and his fiancée Dee Devlin were spotted partying it up in the club 5 weeks out before his return against Michael Chandler, set for June 29th. Here's how the MMA community reacted. One fan wrote, "One of the biggest wastes of talent. At least that's his wife. Haha, props, my man. Let's fool them like Ryan did. He lost. Chandler is going to win. McGregor isn't taking this comeback fight seriously. It's probably the most important fight of his career right now." It's crazy because in a recent interview he was saying how he's been sober for weeks, but his behavior in this video says that he's broken his sobriety. This will be his and his fans' excuse if he loses to Chandler. He or they will say he wasn't taking his training seriously. Amazing. His life couldn't be more different than Chandler's. Unfortunately, the world isn't fair. Conor may still win the fight, but he doesn't deserve to. He's not living the life of a fighter. Bro is empty inside. Degeneracy. In all fairness, he doesn't have a drink. This man loves a club. Chandler reads the Bible to his kids on his day off. Conor just parties, but seems sober. Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Reddit and was posted by Larry Claggers. The second place meme was found over on Reddit and was posted by OKFaze5183. And the top picked meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by Daily Dose MMA.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.